Archangel Michael says, a powerful disturbance was detected surrounding your path, and it didn't come from your own doing. Someone interfered with your journey, altering the timeline you were born to live. Tonight, the heavens have authorized intervention, because what was stolen must be returned to you in full. You are not imagining the confusion, delays, or the dreams that felt close but kept vanishing. This wasn't just misfortune, it was tampering, intentional misalignment of your divine timeline. A hidden figure in your life sought to detour your light by planting spiritual blockages over the years. Every moment you felt like giving up was not weakness, it was resistance from unseen hands trying to rewrite your ending. But divine eyes have been watching, and they are no longer silent. Archangel Michael has descended with urgent instruction, because the line between fate and falsehood has been blurred. Tonight is not just a date on the calendar, it's a mark in spiritual history. The barriers that were erected to keep you from rising are being struck down one by one. But you must stay present and not walk away from what is unfolding before you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They disguise themselves as supporters while working behind closed doors to reverse your progress. Every time you made one step forward, something would pull you 2 steps back, and now we know why. The energy surrounding your destiny was manipulated by someone who was never meant to walk beside you. This person pretended to care but carried envy so sharp it carved through timelines meant for your success. The seeds of confusion you've faced were planted during conversations that seemed harmless but were filled with double meaning. The delay in your favor was not random, it was orchestrated. Your life was meant to pivot toward abundance sooner, but someone intentionally changed the current. What was yours was paused, your name spoken in hidden meetings, and your plans unknowingly exposed to those who wished to swap your blessings for their benefit. The divine cannot allow this any longer. This is why the urgency comes now. The same voice that warned you in dreams is rising louder. Your instincts were never wrong, they were warnings you mistook for doubts. Type Amen to get blessing 944. Archangel Michael says, tonight a massive realignment begins. You'll begin to see strange patterns vanish from your path, and what was locked will unlock suddenly. This isn't coincidence, it's divine repair. The person who interfered is starting to feel the weight of what they've done. What they touched unlawfully is being stripped from their possession. The favor they tried to wear like a costume will fall off them like ashes. The heavens are issuing corrections, and in these coming hours, your name will be lifted above theirs. There will be a quiet collapse happening behind the scenes in the life of the one who tampered with your energy. You'll soon feel lighter, not because you changed, but because the interference has been removed. It's a moment of exposure. The person responsible will be shocked when everything they stole begins to disappear. You'll not even need revenge, because divine justice is already in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 720. Even now, someone close to them is beginning to question what they did to you. They are starting to distance themselves, slowly backing away from the trap they were part of. Your light is causing a division, they can no longer hide in the shadow of your delay. Your name is glowing in realms beyond the physical. There are blessings rushing toward you that were once caught in spiritual webs. This is why your dreams recently felt like glimpses from a better world, they were visions of what was always yours. Tonight, the shift begins slowly but it will become undeniable. Your thoughts will become clearer. Your energy will feel lighter. What was written for you was never erased, it was buried. But now the sky has split open to return it. The scrolls of your original path are being reinstated. Type Amen to get blessing 1155. Someone took advantage of your silence. They thought that your delay meant defeat. They didn't expect that your spirit would be protected by such a fierce angelic presence. You were never walking alone, even when it felt like the whole world turned their back on you. Archangel Michael was always near, watching, shielding, preparing. Now the time has come for action, not just comfort. There is no turning back. What was falsely shifted will return with intensity. The days ahead will feel surreal, as dreams you gave up on years ago begin to knock at your door again. The person who replaced you, imitated you, or pretended to be you to receive something meant for you, they're about to be exposed. Not publicly, but spiritually, and their downfall will feel like silence to them while you bloom in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 855. The strange dreams you had recently weren't nonsense, they were warnings in disguise. You were shown glimpses of snakes hiding under the smiles of certain people. The ones you trusted too quickly were never pure in intention. But the divine is never late. The hour has come for reversal, for all stolen time and stolen favor to be returned. The hidden meetings that mentioned your name in darkness are now echoing with fear. Archangel Michael says, heaven has authorized the recovery of your true life. A divine thunder has been sent to scatter those who secretly benefited from your pain. Your table is being prepared again, but this time with locks, with shields, with gates of protection. You don't need to fight. You just need to stay still. What is yours is running back with more speed than ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. The hands that once closed doors in your face will tremble soon. Not because of your words, but because divine presence is stepping in. One by one, every weapon formed against you is returning to sender. You didn't even know the extent of the attack. It wasn't just jealousy, it was spiritual fraud. They tried to step into your season, wearing your name in rooms you never knew existed. But the curtain is falling. Soon, your name will be celebrated in a way that feels unfamiliar because it's long overdue. Your gifts, once hidden, are being displayed for the right eyes to see. There is a divine letter being released in your name. It contains your true identity, your favor, your calling. And no counterfeit soul can hold it any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 612. You were meant to lead, but someone did everything to ensure you stayed behind. This person copied your words, your style, your ideas, and used them to climb ahead. But what they climbed with was never theirs, so it cannot last. They're already feeling it. The attention is shifting, the favor is drying, the opportunities are slipping. You're not even trying to compete, but heaven has decided it's time for you to shine. No voice can silence what God has revived. You'll be shocked when doors swing open in places you never even knocked. That's because the new version of your destiny is protected. The path ahead will feel different, not chaotic, but divine. Every step you take now will be heard in heaven. The timing has been recalibrated. Type Amen to get blessing 477. Archangel Michael says, there is a whisper moving through the clouds tonight. Your name is in the wind, not by gossip, but by grace. Everything is moving toward restoration. You may feel a sudden emotional shift, don't ignore it. That's the pull of heaven realigning your spirit with your original blueprint. It may feel unfamiliar, but it's not unsafe. You'll feel called to separate from people, to release old places, to walk away quietly. Follow that. These aren't losses, they're spiritual instructions. You're not losing your mind, you're losing the version of your life that was never meant to exist. The true you is waking up again. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. This is not just about favor. This is about truth being louder than deception. The silence of your past is becoming the voice of your return. The people who doubted you will fall into silence, not because they finally understand, but because they will no longer be able to deny. Your elevation will not need explanation. The person who tampered with your destiny made one mistake: they forgot you were chosen. They tried to block a divine assignment, not just a dream. The more they tried to delay your rise, the louder heaven responded. The more you were mocked, the greater your rise. And now your name has returned to the throne it belonged to. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. Archangel Michael is commanding the winds tonight to surround your home. You may feel a shift in the air, a stillness that carries power. Don't ignore that presence, it's divine activity happening around you. This isn't just protection, it's promotion. The chains are not only breaking, they're being destroyed completely, so they can never be forged against you again. Someone once tried to own your blessings. Now they're being forced to return everything they took. Not with apology, but with spiritual loss. Your light is being restored. Your favor is multiplying. And the next season of your life will look nothing like what came before. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They never thought the day would come when the truth would confront them face to face. They hid behind charm, behind false smiles, behind carefully crafted lies. But the divine realm has reached its threshold, and what was allowed in shadows is being judged under light. The whispers in your dreams, the tension in your chest, the sudden knowing in your spirit, it was all preparation for this moment. Everything you once feared will now become the very thing that ushers you into your rightful place. The delay they caused has become a divine slingshot that will launch you higher than you ever imagined. There's a reason you were kept hidden for so long. Had you been revealed before this divine protection was fully activated, they would have succeeded in stealing more than just time. But tonight, your unveiling begins under the wing of Archangel Michael himself. The blueprint of your destiny is being rewritten, not altered, but restored. What they tried to erase is glowing in golden ink again. Your path is now fireproof to the tactics of the ones who deceived you. Type Amen to get blessing 707. In the realm of the spirit, your enemies are already losing grip on the tools they used against you. Their energy is weakening. Their access is denied. You will feel an energetic lift in the coming hours. Where there was tension, there will be ease. Where there was noise, there will be peace. Some people will suddenly go quiet. Don't chase them. That silence is not an accident. It's a divine disengagement. They were never meant to follow you into this next dimension. This is a holy upgrade. Your circle is being trimmed to match the volume of your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. The divine realm has also noticed what you did right, even while in pain. You didn't seek revenge. You didn't curse. You didn't try to reverse what was stolen through manipulation. Instead, you waited. You cried silently. You whispered prayers through clenched teeth. And that is why this intervention is so powerful. You didn't try to force your way into destiny. You stayed on your knees, and now heaven is rising on your behalf. Everything you thought was lost is returning multiplied. Every hour you spent misunderstood is becoming a crown in the spirit. Every tear is a signature that heaven saw your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Tonight's energy is sacred. Be still and stay aware. Pay attention to the signs. Numbers repeating, sudden chills, strange lights, people acting strange around you. These are not imagining these things. Someone who hasn't contacted you in years may suddenly reach out. It's not random. It's part of the rebalancing of energy. They need to see who you've become. The person who tampered with your timeline will receive their final spiritual warning tonight. What they built using your stolen light will begin to crack, and they will feel their favor drain. Type Amen to get blessing 1220. You, however, are entering the hour of divine attraction. Opportunities will come not because you beg, but because you now radiate what was once blocked. You will speak, and the right ears will listen. You will walk into rooms and feel a silence fall, not because of fear, but because your aura has expanded. Your presence will now speak before your voice does. Doors that were once locked tight will now open like automatic gates. People who once ignored you will now remember your name like a sudden thought they cannot shake. They'll wonder how you rose. But they won't realize it was written long before the betrayal. Your destiny is now protected under a heavenly covenant. Nothing can snatch it again. The divine court has ruled, and the case against you has been thrown out forever. Type Amen to get blessing 848. The spiritual hackers that once accessed your energy have been disconnected. Every cord that connected you to confusion, to loss, to delay, it's been severed. You'll feel it in your sleep. Even your dreams will shift. The nightmares will stop. You will begin to dream of light, of paths opening, of waters flowing freely again. That's because the realm of resistance has finally been broken open. The veil has torn. Your name has crossed into its original alignment. Now, you will feel drawn toward new routines, new people, and new cities. Don't resist that pull. It's your soul remembering its coordinates. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Archangel Michael says, tonight will mark a divine upgrade that your enemies never anticipated. You will look back on this date and remember that something invisible but undeniable changed. You may not be able to explain it, but you will feel it deep in your bones. Someone who betrayed you will dream of you tonight. But they won't find peace in it. It will be a warning to them. They'll wake up unsettled, knowing that their time interfering with your life has ended. Even as you rest, your spirit is being guarded. Archangel Michael has dispatched protection not just around you, but inside your thoughts. You are no longer open to manipulation. No spell, no word, no hidden prayer against you will work anymore. Everything sent to harm you will now return to sender, sevenfold. Divine immunity has been activated. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Watch how your finances begin to change. The delays in your money were not just physical, they were energetic. Someone bound your flow by speaking against your success. But that cord has snapped. Expect unexpected deposits, sudden approvals, messages about opportunities you thought were gone. The floodgates are opening. You won't need to hustle harder, you'll just move in alignment. When destiny is protected, effort becomes multiplied. One move in the right timing will equal what took years before. This is what divine justice feels like. It doesn't announce itself, it just works. And it leaves no room for your enemies to block it again. Type Amen to get blessing 234. You'll also notice your body shifting. A sense of heaviness will leave you. Your skin may glow brighter. Your eyes may feel clearer. This is because your body is releasing the energy of bondage it carried unknowingly. The one who tampered with your life used methods darker than you imagined. But none of it could last. Divine energy always outlasts imitation. What you're receiving now is called recompense. This isn't just restoration, it's divine replacement. You're getting what was taken, plus what was owed. Let no fear linger. You are walking into favor by force. The gates are not just opening. They are staying open. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. The Watchers in Spirit have recorded everything. Your pain, your patience, your prayers. Now the record has been reviewed, and the command has been given, intervene. Archangel Michael is moving like wind, striking invisible barriers and lifting spiritual locks. This isn't warfare anymore, it's clearance. The air is being made clean. You may wake up feeling like a weight has vanished. That's because the assignment against you has been officially cancelled. Your name is no longer surrounded by falsehood. Let them talk. Let them whisper. You're not rising for applause, you're rising because heaven said it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 303. In the coming days, don't be surprised if people start treating you differently. Some will come with tears. Some will walk away quietly. Both are signs of your shift. Let go of what you lost in the past seasons. What's coming will make up for it with grace. You are not broken, you are reborn. You were hidden for protection, not punishment. Now you are being revealed for purpose. This is your time. Archangel Michael says, your destiny is now in safe hands, and those hands are divine. No more tampering. No more delay. The restoration has begun. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The realm of heaven has already sealed this decree. What once seemed far is now at your fingertips. You may not understand how quickly things will change, but the shift will be undeniable. Some old emotions may resurface in these moments. That's only because your spirit is detoxing from what no longer has permission to stay. These feelings are not setbacks, they are releases. Let the tears come. Let the silence stay. These are sacred signs of transformation. Every whisper in your spirit telling you, it's finally happening, is true. This is not a coincidence, it is your alignment catching up to divine timing. You are about to witness the restoration of a timeline you didn't know was stolen. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. Someone tried to claim a life that didn't belong to them. They studied you. They mirrored your energy. They copied your vision, your words, your essence. But heaven doesn't honor imitation. Heaven blesses originality. And your spirit was never created to be cloned. The more they tried to be you, the more they lost themselves. Now they will be forced to watch you rise in the very light they tried to dim. And they won't be able to do anything about it. You don't need to respond to their jealousy. You don't need to announce your breakthrough. Let your glow answer everything they tried to deny. Type Amen to get blessing 577. People will think you changed overnight. But the truth is, you've been evolving silently for years. They just didn't notice because you were hidden on purpose. Heaven protected you from premature visibility. Because what you carried was too valuable to be seen by unclean eyes. But now your soul has outgrown the shadows. This glow cannot be ignored. This energy cannot be copied. You are now untouchable in ways no words can explain. Your prayers were never in vain. Every word spoken in pain was collected by angels and turned into power. That power is now being returned to you. Type Amen to get blessing 944. You may notice blessings colliding, one after another. Don't be overwhelmed. You're not being tested now, you're being crowned. This moment is what heaven calls divine justice release. All that was withheld will arrive in waves. You will no longer beg for what was always yours. Miracles you thought were too late will rush in with perfect timing. People you lost will be replaced with those who see you clearly. The doors that stayed shut will now open without effort. And as they open, you will understand why the wait was necessary. You were not being delayed. You were being preserved. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. Archangel Michael says, no more delay, no more spiritual thieves, no more hidden saboteurs. The contract of pain has expired. The season of struggle is being burned away. You are stepping into your rightful place. The time of being mocked is over. The time of being misunderstood is done. You will notice strangers supporting you more than those who claim to love you. That is divine arrangement, let it happen. It means the new has arrived. You'll begin to walk into spaces that feel like home, even if you've never been there before. That's because your spirit has finally aligned with the reality that was always written for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. Don't be surprised when people from your past attempt to come back. Some will offer apologies. Some will pretend like nothing happened. But you will have the discernment to know what is real. Not from anger, but from wisdom. You've outgrown those energies, and now you walk with insight. This next season of your life cannot be shared with people who tampered with your past. They will feel the wall between you and them, but it is a spiritual wall, not built by bitterness, but protection. Let them talk about who you were. They have no idea who you've become. They saw you wounded, but they won't survive your healing. Type Amen to get blessing 660. Expect the unexpected. People in high places are going to start noticing you. Not because of vanity, but because of your vibrational power. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you've never stepped into. The spirit that once blocked your visibility has been shattered. You are now being seen, celebrated, and selected. Where there was confusion, there will now be clarity. Where there was pain, there will now be prophecy. The past no longer owns you. Archangel Michael is ensuring that this transformation is sealed in full. No one can reverse it. No one can speak against it and succeed. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. And even your health will feel different. The headaches, fatigue, and emotional crashes that visited you often, they will lift. That was spiritual resistance manifesting through your body. As your spirit realigns, your body heals. Your peace returns. Your strength multiplies. Watch your reflection glow. Watch your spirit settle. This is what peace without interference looks like. You've passed the test. You've endured the delay. Now you are being rewarded. And the one who tampered with your timeline? They will watch your rise in silence, and feel the full weight of divine reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The energy that once worked against you is now working for you. It has no choice. Heaven has spoken. You've entered a realm where no false tongue can speak over your purpose. You've stepped into a timeline where lies no longer linger. You are free, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You may feel like dancing for no reason. That's your soul remembering it's safe again. That's your spirit rejoicing after being held down for too long. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself rise with it. This is not temporary, it is permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 9009. Archangel Michael says, the intervention has been completed. The tampering has been exposed. The curse has been lifted. You're walking out of this message into a new vibration. The heaviness has ended. The blockage has been removed. Now speak only from authority. Move only with intention. Stay away from what feels familiar but leads you backward. You are no longer living in the story someone else wrote for you. You are now walking in your original script. It's divine. It's unstoppable. And it's finally yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The sacred scroll that carries your original destiny has been unsealed in the realm of spirit. What was once covered in layers of darkness is now shining with divine clarity. The light around your name cannot be dimmed anymore, no matter how hard they try. You are not returning to the same life. They tried to lock you into that cycle, but it no longer exists. That false pattern, the repeated disappointments, the sudden betrayals, they've been deleted from your future timeline. What you're stepping into now is free from interference. You will feel the earth shift beneath you, not in fear, but in preparation. Everything around you is adjusting to make space for your rise. Even your atmosphere will feel different as blessings find the path back to your energy field. This is not just spiritual, it will become physical. You will see the results unfold day by day, moment by moment. Each sign will confirm that what was tampered has now been corrected by divine hands. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Those who manipulated your story will be left in confusion. They believed they had control. They believed you were too tired to fight. But they never expected heaven to fight for you. They never expected Archangel Michael to descend for your sake. They forgot that no human can override divine design forever. Now, their plans are dissolving into dust. Their confidence is cracking. The energy they once used to delay you is turning back against them. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them experience what it means to touch what was sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 2442. Do not be surprised when you start to feel lighter, as if invisible weights have been lifted. This sensation will be most powerful at night, when the realm of spirit is clearest. You'll wake up with clarity you haven't felt in years. This clarity isn't just emotional, it's instructional. You'll know what to do next. You'll know who to distance from. You'll know which opportunities are right. You'll no longer question your path. That questioning was planted by others, designed to distract you from your power. Now your mind is becoming yours again. From this point forward, you don't need to search for signs. The signs will find you. The alignment will be loud. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. What you once called coincidence will now be recognized as spiritual precision. You will arrive in the right places at the right time. You'll cross paths with people whose souls are tied to your purpose. Even your voice will carry a different tone. When you speak now, the atmosphere will respond. Words from your mouth will carry creative energy, causing change in your environment. Those who ignored you will wonder why their thoughts keep circling back to you. They're sensing your rise. They can feel your frequency rising beyond their reach. You've been invisible long enough. Now you'll be unmistakable. Not by force, but by divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, your destiny has entered divine motion. What you touch will grow. Where you walk will prosper. Who honors you will be blessed. But anyone who tries to re-enter your life with deception will be exposed immediately. The veil is gone. You will see through intentions without effort. You've been given eyes that see beyond what's spoken. You've been gifted discernment that pierces through charm. Use it wisely. Trust it fully. This season isn't about proving yourself. It's about standing in your truth. And your truth has now become your shield. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Watch for moments of extreme silence in your surroundings. That stillness is divine confirmation. In those quiet moments, you're being downloaded with insight. Journal your thoughts. Speak your visions out loud. You are receiving the blueprint again, and this time, no one can steal it. You may feel moments of déjà vu, that's your soul reconnecting with timelines that were once stolen. These moments will feel sacred, surreal, and powerful. Embrace them. The tampering is over. The replacement has begun. And what's being delivered is better than anything that was delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 119. You are not the same person who began this battle. You've been refined, elevated, chosen again. You don't owe anyone your light, especially those who tried to smother it. Let them remember who they lost. Let them taste the silence they created. Your rise will not be for revenge, but for revelation. You are living proof that divine order cannot be erased. Even when interrupted, even when paused, it continues to fulfill itself. And now that divine order has turned its full attention back to you, prepare yourself. Clean your space. Make room, for what's coming next is greater than what was ever taken. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Everything you lost will not only return, but it will be upgraded. The friendships, the finances, the faith, you're not just getting them back, you're receiving them in their perfected form. People who tried to destroy your reputation will soon be forgotten while your name becomes attached to greatness. You don't need to explain. You just need to move forward. Your peace is now protected. Your sleep will be sweet again. You will wake up with ideas, energy, and divine clarity. There will be no more whispers of confusion in the night. Only silence. Only divine presence. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, you've been restored, revised, and redeemed in full. The tampering has ended with divine judgment. The intercessions have been heard. You are no longer walking in delay, you are now walking in destiny. Your season of silence is turning into a season of celebration. Not loud, not boastful, but undeniable. The atmosphere will shift as you enter spaces. People will pause. Time will bend in your favor. And those who tried to sabotage you? They'll see it all, but from a distance. Because this glow was never meant to be shared with those who tried to dim it. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. This is the final unlocking. The timeline has been rewritten. The protection has been doubled. Your destiny was never destroyed. It was simply postponed. So you could come back. Stronger. And now you've returned with fire. You are not stepping back into the past, you are stepping forward into fulfillment. Every battle was worth it. Every night of crying will now be answered with joy. You were born for this. Heaven is confirming it. And tonight, the universe is aligned to witness your return. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.